As the Raptors celebrate their first NBA title, the Lakers are already getting down to business preparing for next season. Now, reports say they've acquired six-time All-Star Anthony Davis in a blockbuster trade with the New Orleans Pelicans. And joining me right now to talk about the mega deal is Sports Desk basketball analyst, Coach Ronnie Magsanoc. Hi, Coach. Good morning. Welcome back.
Ray. Thank you.
How are you? Good?
Always good, thank you.
Coach, okay, let's grade the trade. A lot of people excited, especially for the purple and gold. But grade muna natin. Who won in this trade, the Lakers-Pelicans trade, with Anthony Davis being sent to LA in principle, maging official in July 6.
July 6.
But with the Pelicans getting 3 players in Ball, Ingram, and Josh Hart, and then 3 picks. Who won in this trade?
For me, the Lakers won in this trade. Because right now, the battle for the future in the West has already begun. So the moment Klay Thompson went down with that ACL injury, alam na nila wide open race ang Western Conference. And with what Masai Ujiri has done for the franchise of the Raptors, you can pull the pistol right now, roll the dice, and this is exactly what Lakers did dito sa kanilang mega trade na ginawa.
Well, it wasn't the first time na narinig natin to because earlier this year, when Anthony Davis really wanted out, he said he wanted to go to the Lakers. Right. Nagkaroon ng initial offer ang Los Angeles Lakers with Magic Johnson still in tow there. Right. With Kyle Kuzma being a part of that package, actually, ang joke pa nga, di ba, parang half the team ang pinapamigay for Anthony Davis. Yes. Why in this trade sa tingin mo, Coach? Bakit kumaga na iba at natuloy siya walang Kyle Kuzma in this trade?
Una balikan muna natin around January or February wherein publicly Anthony Davis declared that the destination that they wanted to go to sa Lakers. Right. Meron pa siyang natitirang 1 year sa kanyang contract. So rather than lose Anthony Davis to free agency, kasi unrestricted eh. So ang Pelicans, you can say that they bit the bullet and made sure that they gained something in return. Kyle Kuzma was a part of the deal initially, but you have to understand that Boston was also a huge part in the discussions early this year. At
that time, hindi pa din sure kung number 4 pick yung
yun ang malaking equation dyan. But then, the unexpected happened. Ang Pelicans got the first pick overall, and the Lakers unexpectedly also got the 4th pick for the upcoming NBA draft. Dito nawala si Kuzma sa equation. Because the main ingredient dito sa deal na to is yung cap space. Davis is about 27 million a year. Yung pinamigay, hindi naman, yung ipinalit na mga manlalaro ng Lakers, Ingram is 7.3 million a year. Lonzo Ball is 8.7 million a year. The first round draft pick for this year is guaranteed at least 7 million a year. Kyle Kuzma is a $1.6 million player, and so is Josh Hart. But between Josh Hart and Kyle Kuzma, hindi lang mas productive si Josh Hart. But sa mga 4 ng pangalan na floated before, si Kuzma lang ang nagtapos ng season na healthy. The rest went down with injuries before the season was over. So, it makes sense for the Lakers. 2 top 10 players, probably one of the best players in the world na LeBron James, and then Anthony Davis, a top 10 player in the NBA. And then you build your team around it. But Kuzma is a solid player. Plus, 3 more players that are in the equation, yun lang ang nasa roster ngayon ng LA Lakers.
Yung nakakontrata ngayon, of course, LeBron, Anthony Davis, Mo Wagner, Kyle Kuzma, Isaac Bonga.
Mabababa lang ang kontrata. So, I think everything fell into place for this deal to happen. And para sa akin, ulitin ko, the Lakers, I believe, has the upper hand dito sa trade na ito.
Well, now let's go to the New Orleans Pelicans. Actually, kung sinasabi ng mga Lakers fans, we're excited right now. We can be a strong contender, which I believe so. You're right. They are with the West now wide open with what happened with Golden State. But now New Orleans will also, you should, if you're a fan of the Pelicans, kailangan maging excited ka din because you now have a young core. You have Lonzo Ball, you have Brandon Ingram, you have Josh Hart, who has played well off the bench for the Lakers. Then, presumably, they get the number 1 pick. They get Zion Williamson. Although he opted out of his contract, si Julius Randle, but he is still part of that team. So, if you're a Pelicans coach, should you be excited about this young core? And then you have future draft picks coming your way.
Well, first things first, the management just renewed or took the coach's option, that's Alvin Gentry, and extended his contract to 2 more years. That stabilizes the ship and direction for the Pelicans. Excited for the Pelicans, yes. This is a very young unit. And they will be led, of course, by Drew Holiday, who's about $25 million per year. Randall has opted out, may go to a different direction. It's about $9 million, wants more money. So, yung core nito will be surrounding Drew Holiday, will be Lonzo Ball, of course, Hart, Ingram, and then presumably Zion Williamson. But they also have that 4th pick overall. They can get a guard. They can also deal that pick away and get a veteran player to put in the roster. I was looking at the rosters of the Lakers and the Pelicans. For me, the Lakers already have a very bright outlook. For the Pelicans, this is a team that's going to should answer a lot of questions before they turn themselves into a winning unit. Wala pa akong nakita na pinagsama-sama mga bata na nanalo right away. You need veteran players, you need top 20 players to guarantee or push you to a playoff spot. And that is something that they have not done well in the last 6 years at least. That's why Anthony Davis is moving to a different direction.
Nakalimutan kita tanungin kanina, Coach. Kung bibigyan mo ng letter, yung kunyari A, B, C, D, ang Lakers, anong bibigay mo? A? A+?
Sa akin, A yun.
A, and then yung New Orleans?
B+.
B+, okay.
Madikit naman eh. Kaya lang, yung win now kasi, yun ang pinakamahalaga. Kasi ang ginawa ng Raptors eh, di ba?
Yeah, yung win now, sumugal, kinuha si Kawhi.
Tinanggal yung coach of the year, tapos yung face of the franchise, di ba? Pero nagawa nila eh. So yun ngayon ang barometer ng mga GMs eh.
Do you think LA now can win a championship with Anthony Davis, LeBron James? We have yet to see kung sino yung mga dadagdag pa na pieces around them.
Masyado pang maagang sabihin. But they will be a contender.
Sure.
Yes. If they stay healthy, they will be contenders for sure dun sa West. Kasi tandaan natin ang Lakers, 6 na taon nang sunod na hindi pumasok sa playoffs. So dun muna tayo. It's a playoff team right now, I believe. And just around itong dalawang NBA superstars plus Kyle Kuzma, mega stars pala, hindi lang superstars, with probably a veteran player who can space the floor. Dahil yun ang kailangan nitong dalawa eh. Dahil sila parehong ball dominant eh. So you need corner shooters for spacers and then a good guard, probably.
Okay. And they have, of course, LeBron and Anthony Davis.
Playoff team.
Okay. And arguably 2 of the top 5 players in the NBA right now. Ang tanong, can Anthony Davis and LeBron James, although we've seen them team up before in the All-Star Games, also na Olympics, sa US team, can they really make it work here in LA sa pick and roll? And in your opinion, Coach?
Yes. With the advent of the new style of basketball, yung prolific three-point shooting, and early shots within the first 7 seconds of the shot clock, I believe that these two can adapt. But more than that, I think the move of AD was at least 4 months in the making. So these two probably had conversations throughout the last 4 months. And when you have the connection, you have the willingness to play together and make each other better. Doon nagsisimula eh. Anthony Davis is so mobile for his size. 2 of the best defenders, not just in the perimeter. From the inside. Anthony Davis has ruled the blocking department at least 2 years since his 7th year in the NBA. So, hindi lang yung offense ang tinitignan dito eh. What they can bring to the team in general. LeBron will be the face of the franchise starting last year up to his twilight years. Pero yung transition niyan si Anthony Davis. And I think LeBron understands the business. Hindi lang siya makikinabang. Baka ito pa yung magpapatagal sa kanya eh. So,
baka pagbigay na isa pang singsing.
Yes, so very smart si LeBron. Hindi naman siya katulad yung dati na nung nagkaroon sila ng turbulence ni Kyrie Irving. I think he understands that for him to win and win it all, he has to play alongside the upcoming superstars. And I think he respects AD. Kita mo naman yung social media na pag-welcome niya, diba? Hindi naman niya ginagawa sa lahat yun.
Actually. Okay, now the Lakers may cap room. They have cap space. A little cap space. Can they form like can they get kumbaga Kyrie Irving, Kawhi Leonard, Kemba Walker, Jimmy Butler. Sabi pa nga, they're gonna try to pursue Kawhi Leonard after winning just the title sa Toronto. Who do you think among those marquee names, or if may pasok pa na free agent dito sa Lakers, ang babagay mag-fit in with LeBron, Anthony Davis?
Okay, ang reality is they used to have about $27 million in cap space. If AD decides to take out that $4.5 million trade bonus, so mga sa 23 sila.
Okay.
So, I think sila Kyrie Irving, hindi na papayag sa 23 yan eh, kasi they're paid more right now. So, perhaps makukuha nila dyan yung mga mid-level veteran talents. JJ Redick was paid $10 million a year or $12 million a year. Boyan Bogdanovic.
Shooter.
Terence Ross. Yung mga pangalang ito. But to pursue sila Marcus Morris, to pursue sila Kawhi Leonard, sila Kemba Walker, I think is a long shot because the only way you can sign up really good NBA superstars is yung mga veterans 9 years and below. Dahil kung hindi, pag nag-10th year ka na si Anthony Davis abutin yan sa Lakers, super max deal na yan eh. Nasa mga 200 plus na yan. So, hindi mo naabutan yan. Pero yung mga names na binanggit natin, Patrick Beverley, even Danny Green for that matter. So, ito yung mga possible. Nasa mga 10 to 12 para may matira ka pa. Kung di, 8 lang kayong roster. Hindi naman pwede. And you have to understand, Adrian Rondo is still there. Eton Moore, I believe, is still there. So, Mike Muscala is still there. Pero expiring ang contracts. And they're waiting kung anong gagawin ng Lakers. Throw into the mix, probably Trevor Ariza can also be included. Yung mga marunong maglaro alongside NBA superstars and can fit their game to what the team really needs because they understand what they can bring to the table and not just look out for themselves.
Alam ko long shot, sabi mo nga. Pero yung Kawhi Leonard, tingin mo, alis pa ng Toronto yun?
Yes. That's always a possibility. Yes.
Join Lakers?
Might not be the Lakers, might be the Clippers.
The Clippers. Even after winning the championship?
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's interesting. Thank you, Coach. Always a pleasure talking to you about basketball. Maraming salamat. I always enjoy listening to you, picking your brain. Again, we just had the one and only Sports Desk basketball analyst, Coach Ronnie Magsanoc.